Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, it is a great honor and a pleasure for me to be able to talk to you as a representative of the German economy. I am the president of the Association of the German Mittelstand, and I am also the president of the Association of the European Mittelstand in Brussels. For our association, the BVMW, but also for me personally, this conference constitutes another highlight in the cooperation of our two countries. Let me call three events to mind which have, in my opinion, this year very significantly contributed to the deepening of our relationships. In the first place, I have to mention the visit of esteemed President of your country, Mrs. Gggf, to my home country in Berlin. At the German-Korean Economic Conference in Berlin, organized by Gggf and our association, and attended by the Federal Minister of Economy, Mr. Sigmar Gabriel, and his Korean colleague, Mr. Sang Jik-yoon, I expressed the high appreciation of the German small and medium-sized business for the innovative strength of the Korean small and medium-sized companies to the President. In context of this official visit, the chairman of the APEC, Mr. Ho Gap Kang, and I were able to formally seal the cooperation of our two trade associations. A short time after this economic summit, 15 top German businessmen were received by His Excellency Ambassador Jae-shin Kim in his residence to change economic views and information, an encounter which also impressed me. All those meetings dealt with the question of how the millions of middle-sized companies of our two countries can get still closer together, and most of all, how they can learn from each other. For many years, Korea and Germany have been cooperated reliability and trustfully, especially in the economic sector. For Germany, your country is one of the most important trading partners here in this region, and vice versa. We are definitely not an altogether unimportant trading partner of Korea in Europe. Last year alone, the bilateral volume of trade amounted to more than 27 billion US dollars. Today, our two countries hold a leading position in many key industries in the international comparison. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have another thing in common, that is an extremely strong and innovative sector of small and medium-sized companies. More than 550 German small and medium-sized companies are present here in Korea. Seoul has turned the political focus on the small and medium-sized companies. Berlin, or more precisely the German federal government, unfortunately lags behind in this respect. A fact we do not understand. Because the sector of small and medium-sized companies secures 70% of all jobs in Germany, trains and educates 8 out of 10 apprentices, and delivers the majority of all patents. Germany has 500 patents. So is Germany #1 in Europe. By the way, 98% of the roughly 350,000 German exporters are small and medium companies. At this point, please allow me a little bit of self-promotion. Our association considered itself as the voice of the German Mittelstand. Within the framework of our alliance of association, we represent approximately 270,000 companies with more than 9.5 million employees. We, our association, organize 2,000 economic events per year. We have more than 300 offices in Germany, and these managers have more than 650,000 contacts with entrepreneurs per year in Germany. So we are the biggest association for the Mittelstand in Germany. And together we will have to find answers to the challenges of the globalized world. Just think of the energy and raw material supply, think of the development on the international financial markets, and especially in times like these, think of the consequence of geopolitical crisis for the international trade. And please think of the rapid technological change which leads me to my actual topic. Below, I want to explain how Industry 4.0 is already influencing the German economy and how it will to see an even greater extent in the future. This term was coined in 2013 at the Hanover World Fair, which is traditional exhibition of the German industry. But why 4.0? Considered the first industrial revolution to speak Industry 1.0 is the introduction of mechanical manufacturing at the end of the 18th century. The second industrial revolution started with a mass production of goods based on the division of labor in the 20th century. Industry 3.0 followed roughly in the middle of the 17th. This meant new materials, robots, and central control systems. To make it short, by means of the beginning use of IT and electronics. Today, we are on the threshold of the fourth industrial revolution. This revolution is characterized by an intelligent interconnection of machines and IT, which thus promotes the efficiencies of resources in the flexibility. The difference compared to the previous prevalent automation technology is in the all-encompassing interconnection by the Internet. This is why isolated applications and poor cable system will be things of the past. The Fraunhofer Institute for Labor Economics and Organization in my home country anticipates up to 50 billion of interconnected devices throughout the world until 2020. Presently, Industry 4.0, however, is still a future project whose realization will require meetings enormous technical and economic challenges. Required for the merging of the IT world and the classic automation technology are embedded systems in the machines which will, by the connection to global networks, become cyber physical systems which constitute the basis of Industry 4.0. The characteristic of all Industry 4.0 technologies is their qualification for an intelligent interconnection of human beings, machines, objects, and ICT systems. Germany is the world's leading country regarding machinery and plant engineering, and it has a strong information technology sector. In the whole world, we have round about 2,735 hidden champions. From these 2,735 hidden world champions in the world, Germany has 1,350, so round about 50%. The combination possible enables the German economy to open up the potential of Industry 4.0 in a stronger and faster way than other national economies. Because the industrial location Germany possesses excellent prerequisites for a role of an economic pioneer in the establishment of the Industry 4.0. Due to its mixture of publicity and privately funded top-level research, due to its highly innovative suppliers of production technologies, due to its worldwide leading manufacturers in the field of embedded systems and the specialized business software, as well as due to a dynamic sector for IT savingly technologies. Today, already 80% of all innovations in the production technology emanate from the integration of machinery construction and information and communication technologies. The key characters of German production system: flexibility, quality, innovation and stability may be raised to a new level by means of Industry 4.0. The potential for the sixth industry of machinery and plant engineering, electrical engineering, automotive engineering, chemical industry, agriculture, information and communication technology alone is estimated at an additional annual effect of 1.7% of the GDP. For those picked out industry, that corresponds to the minimum plus of gross added value of 78 billion euros in Germany until 2025. A production landscape characterized by Industry 4.0 will generally give reason to expect the following effects: increase of the company's competitiveness because of gains in efficiency in production due to more cost-effective, more flexible, faster and or higher quality production of goods. Changed value-added chains with a new capacity patterns at the suppliers. Innovation and growth impulses due to the development of the web-enabled production and business models. Ladies and gentlemen, it may sound trivial, but an industrial revolution requires the existence of a corresponding industry basis by definition. We managed to keep an above-average proportion of the industry creation of value in our country. In Germany, its share of the economic performance amount to approximately 25%. In the European Union, the value amounts round about to 15%. In the USA, for example, it is round about 12%. Let me have a look to individual picked out industry. 6 out of 98 industries alone generate 14% of the gross value added in Germany. The industries, machinery construction, chemical, motor vehicles, automotive, electrical equipment are the industry with the highest turnover in the manufacturing sector and make up 10%. This is round about 222 billion of the gross value added in Germany. Agriculture and forestry provide one of the already implemented Industry 4.0 cases of application. The ICT industry is commonly considered as the multi-purpose technology when applying Industry in 4.0. Let me start with machinery and plant engineering. The automation of machines and plants has always been the central topic of the industry. The turnover of the industry amounts to 177 billion euros. The industry is strongly focused. The next industry, automotive engineering and automotive parts, the automobile industry is primarily considered as a user of industry. I would like to mention one example from the world of racing, more precisely from the field of development and optimization of motorcycles. Only the use of digital development and testing processes make it possible to put an entirely modified setting for the following race onto the racetrack in the period of 2 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, electric equipment is the third industry branch I would like to focus on. The turnover amounts 163 billion. The industry is predominantly represented by micro enterprises. The number of the employees is around about 1 million. Ladies and gentlemen, let me come to the agriculture. Is already a showcase for the implementation of industry. The turnover is around about 27 billion. The industry is highly fragmented. 93% of the companies generate 42% of the industry turnover. The industry is predominantly represented by micro entrepreneurs. In order to remain competitive even in the age of Industry 4.0, Europe, but also Germany in particular, is now required to set the course and to speed up in the 3 sections, in particular in the infrastructure, in the field of education, research and development, and as well in the promotion and founding of the start-ups. And first, for all infrastructure, slow internet connections are a competitive disadvantage, not less than bad roads or deficient transport and traffic connection. I can only recommend it, my fellow countrymen, to look beyond their own horizon and to follow the example of South Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, in Europe, however, 2% we were founded after 1975, and 86% was founding before 1925. Just for the purpose of comparison, in the USA, 22% of the most innovative companies were founded after 1965, and only 56% before 1925. Therefore, it's hardly surprising that Silicon Valley attracts innovative founders while Europe becomes less attractive for startups. In this respect, I also assume that there are parallels in South Korea. It is therefore all the more important that the millions of small and medium-sized enterprises in our 2 countries cooperate as close as possible in the project Industry 4.0. Because the online world does not know any boundaries, unilateral national approaches will not respectively not longer lead to the desired result. Therefore, let's start in the digital future together. Let's tap the full potential already provided to us entrepreneurs by the digitalization together. I'm convinced that this conference will constitute a milestone on our shared way to a global sector of small and medium-sized companies. Kamsahamnida.